this lesson, you will learn how to find the notes on the keyboard. We're going to now look at flats and sharps in part 2. How to find flats and sharps on the keyboard. Okay, so the shortest distance on the keyboard is a half step, and that's literally going from one note to the next. Each of these, whether black or white, are actually notes. So if you go one place to the right, you moved a half step. Once you didn't skip any notes. Same thing for going down. Now if you go up a half step, you sharpen the note. So if this is C, you now have landed on C sharp. Okay, if I went down, that would be C flat. Theoretically, it's actually okay to say C flat, but practically we just say B for simplicity, because that's what it is. It's B natural. But if I'm on B and I go down another half step, alright, which is the very next note, I'm now on B flat. Something very interesting to note is this is A, as we discussed in the last video. If we're going up, and we go up a half step, you sharpen the note. So A, a half step, and now we're at A sharp. You would notice that the same note is referred to as A sharp if you're going up from A, or B flat if you're going down from B. So how come one note has two names? Well, there's actually a term to describe that. It's called enharmonics, and it simply means one note has two names based on how it's being related or how it's being approached. So if I'm going up a half step from A to A sharp, this is referred to as A sharp. But if I'm coming down a half step from B, I refer to it as B flat. So this applies to all black notes. So in this case we have C, go up half step, we're now at C sharp. If we're at D and we come down a half step, you refer to it as D flat. Because when you go down a half step, you flatten the note. When you go up a half step, you sharpen the note. Okay? Now, as we said, it applies to all of them. So you've got 5 black notes, and this is how they go. C sharp or D flat. This would now be D sharp or E flat. So E flat. This is E flat, because you're going down from E. E flat. Now this is F sharp, because you're going up from F. If we were coming down from G, it's referred to as G flat. This is G sharp or A flat if we're coming down from A. Right? And this one would be A sharp, as we did before, or B flat if we're coming down from B. Quite clear? So shortest distance on the keyboard is a half step. Each one of these are notes, whether they're black or white. Don't discriminate. And basically, whether you're going up or down, if you're moving a half step, when you're going up it's a sharp, and when you're going down it's a flat. Okay? And most importantly, one note can have two names. For example, this can be C sharp if you're going up, or D flat if you're going down. And that term to describe that concept is known as enharmonics. So there you have it. Those are your flats and sharps.